This is C. Moody, and I just wanted to talk about something that has been going on for too long, and I just want to try and help shine some light on it. So, common insight said to give you what's wrong with our national anthem. So, with everything going on in the world, the one thing that people are most mad about right now, well, certain type of people are mad about, is Colin Kaepernick, quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, kneeling for the national anthem. Just not jumping around, flipping off the flag, stepping on it, simply kneeling during the flag. And people are outraged about it. But before I feel as though we can get on anything, we have to understand some history. So let's find out when the Star-Spangled Banner was originated. On September 14, 1814, while watching the flag wave over Fort McHenry after a, quote, fierce night of British bombardment, a man known as Francis Scott Key made a song originally titled The Defense of Fort McHenry and was later named the Star-Spangled Banner. It became the anthem during the Civil War for the Union troops. President Woodrow Wilson signed the executive order in 1916 designating it the national anthem of the United States for military ceremonies. And later, in March 3, 1931, Congress finally passed and signed into law designating the Star-Spangled Banner as its national anthem for the United States. So, the times that we have here are 1814, when it was made, and 1931. When it was finally put into law, being the United States national anthem. Slavery wasn't abolished until 1865. In the United States of America, mind you, Star-Spangled Banner didn't become the United States national anthem until 1931. Well, that's better, right? You know, slavery was abolished, but we had something called segregation going on, and the Civil Rights Act didn't come into effect until 1964. So, on the time the song was originally made, and by the time that the song was our national anthem, we had a large amount of people who were either still slaves or still being persecuted just for the color of their skin. And if you want to look at something about the South, just a side note, those quotes saying slavery was the foundation of Southern society. I'm gonna just leave that where it is. Just feels that it need to be added. So, mind you, all of this information comes from history.com. So if you have a problem with it, question it, think I'm wrong, go to history.com. See for yourself. So, now we have to look at the man who is the monster to so many people, Colin Kaepernick, and figure out why, of course, that he is doing what he's doing and brutalizing such a magnificent country. You know, because obviously all this stuff is in the past. You know, we should get over slavery. We should definitely get over the injustice of segregation, our ancestors being brutally beaten, murdered, or whatever it is. You know, it's a new day. So, let's see what Colin Kaepernick has to say on the past. Wait a minute. He's not even talking about the past. My bad. I'm sorry. Let's look at a quote from the 49ers website from Colin Kaepernick on August 28th this year. It says, I have great respect for the men and women that have fought for this country. I have family. I have friends that have gone and fought for this country. And they fight for freedom. They fight for the people. They fight for liberty and justice for everyone. That's not happening. People are dying in vain because this country isn't holding their end of the bargain up. As far as giving freedom and justice, liberty to everybody, that's something that's not happening. I've seen videos, I've seen circumstances where men and women that have been in the military have come back and been treated unjustly by the country they fought for and have been murdered by the country they fought for on our land. That's not right. So, not only did Colin Kaepernick not talk about the racial injustice that's been going on since, well, America started. But that's another subject. He's talking about the structure of injustice, not even pinpointing, at least in this quote, not even pinpointing the constant attacks on police brutality, which is another arguable situation. He's talking about the veterans that have been mistreated and the unjust that is thriving in this nation. And instead, we have comments talking about get out of the country. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say it. You want us to get out of the country for the majority of African Americans, you brought us here. And you're mad because he's not standing up and showing pride in a song that was birthed. We weren't even considered equal people. So now, personal opinion, if you really feel as though we should have to leave the country for not being a part of something that never had us a part of anyway, you're a part of the problem. I said it. I mean it. Sad time right now. Going off topic, going off script. You know, it's a lot of people dying for no reason. And in return, it's a lot of people doing stupid stuff for no reason. I think both of these things have been going on for a long time. And I feel as though if anybody wants something done in this country, it's time for you to do something. It's time for you to stand up. Because personally, I agree with Colin Kaepernick. Injustice. Like I said before, everything that y'all want us to celebrate, the American flag, Pledge of Allegiance, Star Spangled Banner, the 4th of July, all of those are annual and constant reminders that when those things were made, Black people weren't even cared about. Black people were American property before we were even American citizens. And that's just going on the past. And I can talk about today, how it's still racial injustice. And if you want to do something about it, don't defend your color. Defend what's right. Because I personally don't believe in risking other people's lives as far as violence, and violent rioting, and threatening to kill everybody that's not on my side. I believe in love. If you believe in love, join the cause. Do something. But you have to be a part of it. If you really care about this country, you really care at all, show it. Once again, I'm C. Moody. Thank you for listening. That was my common insight. All right, now get up. Whew. Y'all people crazy, but y'all trying to tell us to get out of the country. Y'all brought us here. What in the world is wrong with y'all? Man, can't even kneel down for something. Maybe his leg was hurt. the United States of America, mind you,